The Mobility Secretariat performs control operations in the northern area in order to recover the public space, which is being misused by drivers on many occasions. At the same time, they try to raise awareness so that everyone abides by the traffic rules.
With the purpose of guaranteeing a better mobility in the archipelago, the departmental government, through the Secretariat of Mobility, advanced permanent control operations for the recovery of public space.
The main objective of these activities is to remove vehicles from public roads in the department in order to avoid road accidents. The call to the community is to comply with these deeds by the Secretariat of Mobility in the department, since there have been many complaints about bad parking, and the recommendation is to comply. In this way, avoid possible infractions and avoid the process that is quite cumbersome.
It should be noted that the portfolio expects that for the beginning of this holiday season, there are no unfortunate events on public roads. Therefore, it will continue with the control operations and invites the community to abide by the traffic rules and not receive infractions.
In a joint effort with national and departmental institutions, the management for the pedestrian walkway is carrying out actions for the conservation of the tourist attraction.
Cleaning Days awareness campaign for the conservation of the attraction and verification of public space are part of the work being carried out by the management for the pedestrian pathway, which provided the report on the actions being taken to improve the condition of the Sprat Bight area that represents one of the places with the highest flow of visitors in the department.
With Veolia, we work day and night on the issue of discharge control. The downpours that have happened have caused some complications because the sewage networks are small and do not provide enough space for the load capacity we have. The networks are being cleaned, the pumps are operating, and the stations are being verified. We are also working with the Trash Buster company to remove the sand to keep the pedestrian walkway clean, and we're talking with hoteliers and merchants so that they collaborate with the cleaning.
The management for the pedestrian walkway is in charge of the security issue and compliance with the decree of not using loudspeakers in a tourist site, which is the responsibility of the National Police and the Secretariat of Government, with whom they advance strategies for the compliance of the norms in Sprat Bight.
The presentation of the Agrosavia Aurora Pulp Orange Flavor Aurora Pulp was held under the process of strengthening production systems in San Andres.
As part of the process of strengthening production systems on the island, an event was held to present the new sweet potato Agrosavia Aurora Orange Pulp offer for the archipelago of San Andres, Providence, and Catlina. The meeting addressed issues related to the Agrosavia Aurora high-quality sweet potato seed production scheme, seed production nucleus, and production phases, as well as the linkage of technological offers for the development of the sweet potato production system in the San Andres Islands. The first phase is expected to establish the 2 seedbed nuclei. The producers will test and evaluate the material, and in 3 months, the Agrosavia support team will return to harvest and evaluate with the island's producers the development of the material and its process in order to define the continuity of the project. This is a commitment by the administration to guarantee food sovereignty and security for the island population.
In other news, starting at 6 p.m., a concert of religious music will be held to open the cultural exchange within the framework of the anniversary of San Andres.
Today, a concert of religious music will be held at the Morgan Cannon Plaza to open the cultural exchange in the framework of the anniversary of San Andres Island, where cultural, gastronomic, and religious activities will be held, and spaces for the enjoyment of the community in general, highlighting the culture of the department.
Approach this time, this is a great moment. This is a great moment for unity, a great moment for our together articulate as department, as island. So with this work, we just asking for continue with this activity for the department, and that we have a chronogram that we will have to honor believe everybody who are here having that chronogram in his hand, that they can see what's going on with from the 22 to the 30th of November.
The departmental government invites the community to participate in agricultural programs in Harmony during the next few days, as there will be horse racing, presentations of local artists, fantasy night, and career workshops, among other activities.
After several weeks of no new COVID-19 cases, this week a new case was reported in a Brazilian tourist.
Until last week, no new cases of COVID-19 have been reported in the department. This week, a new case of coronavirus was reported in a Brazilian tourist. According to the Health Secretariat, the visitor had no symptoms and had been vaccinated against the virus. But when he was tested to return to his country of origin, the result was positive. The necessary measures were immediately taken at the hospital. It is important to remind the community that in our country, measures such as the use of masks and hand washing are no longer mandatory in the closed place or open spaces.
And now we continue with other events that are making news in our brief news section of today.
Next Friday, December 2nd, the Agro-Food Fair will take place at the Farmers Market located in the Rockhall sector, where citizens will be able to find handmade jams, the traditional basket pepper, hot bell pepper, refreshing drinks of Jamaican flour or known as soil, and natural juices of breadfruit, ornamental plants, flowers, and a variety of traditional gastronomic dishes of the Rizal culture. The Botanical Garden Caribbean branch opens again its eco-recreational vacations for children from 4 to 12 years old from November 28th to December 9th from 2 p.m. until 6 p.m. In this space, children will learn everything related to the flora and fauna of the archipelago. The technical team of the agriculture area of the departmental administration will conduct next Monday, November 28, a day of veterinary care for pigs and cattle from 8 a.m. aimed at livestock producers in the sector of El Cebar.
And with this, we reach to the end of this broadcast, but we see you tonight at 8 p.m. with more Teleislas news. Good afternoon.